Everyone, thanks for joining me, Jono from Seneca, for another GCSE chemistry revision episode. Today we're going over even more polymerization reactions, so make sure you check out the episode before this, which introduces polymerization and the concepts of monomers and polymers. Today we're going to be going over some additional reactions and going into a little bit more detail, so I hope you're ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's start with condensation polymerization. What is that? So it basically describes the joining together of two monomers that have two functional groups to produce larger polymers, as well as small molecule byproducts, such as water. In the last episode, we talked about addition polymerization, which doesn't produce any additional products. That's a really important difference between these two types of polymerization. So make sure that's really, really clear in your head. So the simplest condensation polymers are produced from two monomers with two of the same functional groups. So an example would be the reaction of ethane diol with hexanidioic acid. That is really hard to say, I'm sorry, which produces pterylene and water. Okay, so that occurs when simplest condensation polymers produced when the two monomers have the two same functional groups. Okay, I'm not going to try and say that weird acid again. Sorry about it. But it's okay, and I'm going to do it. Hexane dioic acid. Yeah, killed it. Okay. So we're going to go over another example of condensation polymerization, and that's with amino acids. Okay, so amino acids are what make up proteins, which may be another episode in this series of GCSE revision podcasts, so you should probably check it out. But amino acids have two functional groups, okay? They have an amine group, which is NH2, and they have a carboxyl group, which is COOH. So the simplest amino acid is glycine, and that has the formula H2N, CH2, COOH, okay? And that's the simplest of all the 20 amino acids, okay? So can we remember the two functional groups of amino acids? It's an amine group, NH2, and a carboxyl group, COOH, okay? Now, do we remember the products of a condensation polymerization reaction? We produce a small byproduct, something like water, and we also produce a large polymer, okay? Do we remember the two functional groups in a molecule of glycine? Now, glycine's an amino acid, so there's two functional groups, amine and carboxyl, okay? And let's recap the definition for condensation polymerization. Do you remember what it is? It describes the joining together of monomers with two functional groups to produce large polymers, as well as small molecule byproducts. Chill, okay? So let's go over again the functional groups in amino acids: carboxyl group, COOH, amine group, NH2. Remember those, really, really important, okay? So that brings us to the end of this revision episode. I hope it was useful. Quite a lot to take in. Make sure you're really clued up on the difference between condensation and addition polymerization. They're slightly different. Check out the other episode on polymers to really clear that up. Hope this was useful. Good luck with all your revision. Keep everything up. I'll catch you on the next episode.